Foreign investors have been pulling their money out of Bangkok, of Thailand. Why is that? What is the thinking, you think?
Good morning, Haslinda and David. I would say that for the net outflow, but if you see that for the flows in the market, the foreign flows in the market in Thailand has been hitting the highest percentage, because last year we got about 30% trade from the foreign investor, which is compared to the previous year is about 25%. And this year it's increased to 33%, which is the highest among the what we have been seeing for the past few years. And I have to say that for the foreign participation, what we are seeing that they are participate more in terms of the flow of the trading per day. And this year we are seeing like 33% of the flows. But in terms of the net holdings, we are seeing that the net holding in the stock market is about 32%, which is not bad. What I seeing that we may not be the highest GDP growth in the ASEAN, but what we are seeing that we are offering quite a decent return to the investors.
But we're in a higher rate environment. Some now even calling that there's a possibility of a fifth rate hike from the Fed this year. Can Thailand withstand the volatility? Can the Thai market cope with continued outflow?
For this one, what we are seeing that in terms of the domestic economy, we are seeing that the interest rate in Thailand would be the same. Well, this is all the forecast from the researcher. But in terms of the foreign participation on the interest rate that hiking, what we are seeing that the Thai market has been very resilient for the foreign participation. What we are seeing in the past that we are seeing all the bad of the economies in Thailand, but we still seeing that the flow of the foreign participation in terms of the trading value per day, we are seeing an increasing of every year so far.
Kesara, something that could improve that further would be successful IPOs this year. Talk to us about what we can reasonably project to be the number of IPOs this year. Do you expect that to exceed both the number and the amount raised in the stock exchange in Thailand compared to 2017?
2017 is the highest that we have been seeing during the 4 decades. And this year, 2018, we are seeing that we still have the pipeline of the IPO, at least should be like 35 companies. Compared to the previous years, we got about 42. And we are seeing that more and more is coming in the pipeline. In terms of the value, if we talk about the total IPO market cap, we are seeing about $9 billion this year. But if we include a kind of the secondary market, it would go up to about $13 billion. And for the past 4 years, you have to see that Thailand IPO value is the highest among the ASEAN, and it's continuing to see the highest this amount.
Yeah, it is a fairly big exchange there. One of the efforts that you're trying to put in place, led by the exchange, is to allow shareholders to vote online. Can we expect that to be in place this year? And help us understand what the key challenges are before that can happen.
And this one, I think, involved with the governments. The present government has been doing a lot of works regarding the ease of doing business. And this one is that the mandatory that we are going to be a kind of digital economies. For the shareholder voting right and voting process, that we are proposing them to do the digital voting. And I believe that by the end of this year, the law should be complete, because they have a special task force to do the ease of doing business.
Kesara, I just wanted to follow up on what you talked about on the IPO. You're very upbeat. You say that it's going to be the highest in the region. Can you quantify that for us? How much in IPO will you raise this year?
This year, we are projecting that at least it's about $9 billion for the new IPO. And we measure by the total IPO value at the market cap on the IPO date. It's about $9 billion. And total number is that because of the number can be moved because of we are going to have kind of big companies or small company, but we are targeting about 30 plus company.
You also touch on capitalization. Under your leadership, the capitalization in Thailand grew 50%. Is there a projection, is there a target going forward? Can it continue to grow at that pace?
It is because of we have about 15% year-on-year increase, and right now we have 120% of our GDP for the market capitalization, and we are targeting at least 150% by the next 2 years. This is on the master plan of the capital market, and I think it would be easy to reach that target.
Kesara, our big news this week was China, the NPC is taking place in Beijing. It's about China going out to the world. This is purely theoretical question, or tell me if it's not. In case you are approached by one of the Chinese exchanges to do a stock connect, similar to what we have here in Hong Kong, would you be welcoming of that idea?
Actually, we have been discussing with the Chinese exchanges.
Any progress on that?
We are exploring because of, I think both exchanges has to be benefit from any linkage or any cooperation. So it would be an initial stage that I would have to say that we have to talk into the discussion into the more details.